everybody, welcome back to Lawwon Game. My name is Eric, and this is Stellaris. And this is Luxarian Hive. We are going to have to reboot the Grasshopper campaign because I made a whoopsie. I accidentally deleted the save file. I thought it was a different one, and by the time I realized it was a horrible, horrible mistake, things were done and over with. But there is a silver lining to this storm cloud. After some playthroughs on other save files, I realized something. We did have the conformist trait, which is minus 20% ethics divergence. Turns out that's a real shit trait to have. So we go ahead and go to industrious because it's real good. We're also switching to warp travel because it's the recommended new player thing, and I imagine some people watching this is going to be new to them. So we'll do an elliptical large with 23 other players on hard mode, only warp travel, and iron mode engaged. So, Stellaris, it is a fun galactical conquest type dealy game. Let's take a look at our starter planet. Alright, this is a good tile, so I'm not gonna screw with it really. We have a lot of food on our starting planet, like a ridiculous amount. Not so much minerals, but we do have the industrious bonus, which is pretty good. So we're starting out at +9. Let's look at our research. This is honestly probably one of the better ones, although since we're going to be doing a lot of surveying at the start, that's probably what we're going to go with. Always get the colony ship first, and hey, let's get 5% more minerals. We'll set our science ship to start surveying our home system, and we'll take a look at where we are and what planets are already within our empire, or what systems are already within our empire. So the first thing I'm going to have my scouts do is go to each of these systems and see what's there to make sure we can send our science ship later on. Then I'm going to go back to my home world and I'm going to figure out something to build. See, we have 6 extra food. I think I really want to... I would prefer having 2 minerals over 2 food, but getting 3 resources in a starting tile is pretty good. I think we'll break down and get the minerals. So let's go over and cover the starting resources. There's energy credits, which is your money. Everything has an upkeep cost for the most part, including buildings, so it's basically we want to make sure we have a positive income. Minerals are the building blocks of everything. Everything you want to build costs minerals. So the more minerals you have, the more stuff you can build. Influence is what you use for your empire doodads and all that stuff. So the more empire stuff you have, or the more influence you have, the more you can expand your empire and do other fun sorts of things. Then this is your basic science output, strategic resources, number of planets you have, and your fleet capacity. Then there's all the tabs with the government tabs, where we can do certain government things and policies and all that stuff. Our Empire tab, which just shows us what our Empire consists of, planets, our leaders, our factions. We need a scientist for every science ship and every science project. We prefer to have governments on all our planets, like this guy, but we don't need them. This is our ship designer. We can design our ships. We can change components as we research ships later on. We'll also unlock different models. Our situation log, which will show us events that pop up, and also our progress towards victory, which is either domination or conquest. Our research, which we already saw. And then our starting planet, we already covered all this. Okay, so let's go ahead, set it on fast. I'll set it on fast speed, because I'm still going to want to have my ships go all over the place. And we're on warp travel, so there's no restriction in movement for the most part. Warp travel is a little bit slower, but we can move to any star within this circle. So there's no hostiles within our immediate territory, so that's good. Go ahead and send you out here. So we just kind of want to explore around us for the most part.
Hostile fleet detected.
Oh, good.
Situation log updated. Evading hostile fleet.
No, don't evade the hostile fleets. Just do your fucking job. Because the amoebas will not attack us unless we get too close to them, so do your job, survey the system. You have not found any resources within our system yet, so that's not great, but not awful. Just not great. Man, the amoebas are going nuts at the start of this. So we want to explore kind of what's nearby and around us
Situation log updated.
to see which systems we could colonize. Figure out which directions we have to contest and which ones are relatively empty. And see if we can basically secure systems or secure other systems for future expansion without having to build there. Like if we were able to build all around this, then these systems would basically be safe for us to take whenever we want to. The playthrough mode I'm going to do here is we are the Grasshoppers. We are going to expand rapidly in as many directions as possible. Now I'm going to wait for...
Situation log updated.
These are credits. We want minerals
Construction
instead.
complete.
Yeah. Another thing we could do is build an extra
Hostile fleet
science ship, so I think we'll do that, because I haven't seen any... Alright, you are in combat. Please don't die. There you go. I'm gonna have you go home and get repairs, so you don't die. Because it's really bad to lose a starter ship.
Construction complete.
There we go. Another science ship, which means we gotta buy another scientist. Ooh, this is a really good treat. This guy has 10% bonus on all research projects. Which means we might want to get him... Yeah. We might get him just researching right now anyway. Sorry, this one. Because that'll go to a big bonus. Look at that big bonus. Now, what some people do at the start is they'll set their society research to get a huge bonus at the cost of the other ones. I'm not gonna do that. I recognize it is a worthwhile strategy, but I'm just not gonna do it. No particular reason why or why not. Mostly, I don't want the other ones to suffer. I also want to keep... So there's reasons. I don't want the other ones to suffer. I don't care that much, and I want the influence to be going up faster, because we just spent 50 getting a new leader. The reason why I like to science rush, I guess, if you can call it science rushing, is... There we go. Is, they'll find the minerals and stuff faster, so our construction ships can work faster. But... also, because the anomalies and the research projects that they'll discover early on are worth way more at the start of the game than at the midpoint or, like, later on in the game. Alright, you've discovered, or you've gone through your path, so we're just gonna have you finish off. I like to have them just go to every star, that way we'll know what planets are there. And we'll know if there's a tropical world there or not. I don't really care if they stick around. Well, I don't want them to stick around for the most part, because I don't want them to fight anything. I want them to just go there and leave. What are you doing? You have no orders. Well, funnily enough, you can go ahead and explore out this way. We're gonna find what's around us as much as possible. That was within range. That one's not. Okay.
System survey complete.
Good. We've surveyed our home system. And the one thing I don't like about this game is you can't set new orders while the ships are in FTL mode. Sometimes. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can't. Really kind of depends on how the game's feeling about the specific order. Alright, we got this guy repairing. We got our science ships doing science. Our construction ship will then go out.
Updated.
This is a planet we're going to colonize. So the thing is, with planets you're going to colonize, is as soon as you colonize them, the resource bonus from the mining station goes away. So that's a shame. I guess I'll go ahead and do this. 3 credits is nothing to really sneeze at. So, we'll go ahead and
System survey complete.
I like to send out my corvettes to scout the nearby systems.
Evading hostile fleet.
Because I want to know where the hostile fleets are. You will not be evading this one. You will just survey the system, because they're going to leave before you can bother. So I don't send my science ships into an ambush, because they're worth
Anomaly found.
about twice as much as the regular ships. Or the corvettes, rather. So, we will sacrifice corvettes to save science ships 9 times out of 9.
Situation log updated.
Encountered more. Oh, I thought this was a double planet or something. That would have been really sweet. You fucking failure. How's our homeworld doing? We could stand to have more mineral spots. For sure. That would be really good if it wasn't a tropical system. Or star. Okay, yeah, you guys are just on a don't give a shit mode for these things. Because unless they land right on top of you, they're not gonna attack.
System survey complete.
Alright, how are we looking at surveying nearby systems? Okay, I do want to get stuff looked at all over the place. Sounds like you should see a doctor. Oh ho 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 ho. So clever. Oh, that is a star. Okay. So, check out these doodads. And then some more of these. The scouting to our, I guess we'll call it east, is not as good as our other scouting. But that's because this guy got hurted. He was hurted? No, he got hurt. Did. Alright, what are you good at? Extra food and corvettes are cheaper. Edicts are cheap. And frontier outposts are down.
System survey complete.
Aha! Too bad that's not in our starting territory. Alright, let's find a tropical world. Go ahead and survey that. Then I will look for other tropical worlds for you to survey. You similarly... Oh. That's within our starting. Do that one. You do this one. And then you, Mr. Construction Ship, will build another mining station.
Situation log updated.
We've encountered more Aryans. We don't have a lot of people around us. That's really good. That means we can expand pretty freely at the start. So I'm going to sacrifice all of our science, because science, the top number is based off your population. You get up to 10 without having any penalties. You better not be. Okay, I thought they were going to start attacking. I would have been upset. To say the very least. Alright, are these both twosies? Yeah, it's a twosie and a twosie. They're not really worthwhile. Especially when we got a threesie over here. I'll go and do the threesie.
System survey complete.
Which system? This system? How's that world looking? Is it the... It's a tiny one. Ain't that so
System
teeny
survey
tiny.
complete.
It's a level 16. This one over here is a 17. If I remember correctly. Yep. You then don't have a specific thing to be looking at, do ya? Let's find you another tropical world to scan. Of which there seems to be absolutely fucking none. Why is this? There are... Where are the tropical worlds? There should be some tropical worlds around here. A Gaia world. Yeah, but it is really teeny tiny. Wow, there's just like no tropical worlds. Another Gaia world. Ooh, a big ass Gaia world. Well, 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 well. Guess who's gonna scan that system? You are. Ooh, and a tropical world. And a continental. Which by the time we do all that stuff, we might be able to colonize the continental world anyway. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But someday. Are you gonna go to these ones? Yeah, you are. Alright, then I'm gonna send you back and do these things too. Because I want you to find out what the fuck's around us. Well, it looks like we're finding all of our neighbors now. They just happen to be all right over here. So maybe I was zoomed out too far. Which means there's probably one like right there.
Anomaly found.
Nah, leave it alone for now. I don't want you to blow up. Which has been known to happen. Alright, you... go ahead and build the farm?
Research complete.
Ooh. Ho ho ho. These are all pretty good. Oh, we got 2 of them done. Let's get the better guns. Oh, that's gonna take a while. The better thrusters? No, better guns. And the better reactors. Yeah, we already did that. Better reactors, please. Thank you. Which means we're probably better off unlocking some of the science-y areas. So you go ahead and unlock that one. I will build you a farm, I suppose. Alright, 18 months. That's gonna be... Ooh, we have found them. We greet you. This changes everything. Ooh. Hello there. They have armies. Ugh, my ear itched. Ooh. Very, very, very... Whoa! 8,000 hit points for your spaceport. That's pretty good. And you have an outpost with 2,500. That's pretty regular. I want to be your friend. You are observers. Purging and enslaving other species may draw their ire. Ah, well. I'm going to establish an embassy, because I don't want you to hate me when I start purging.
Updated.
That is, I don't want you to start declaring war right
System
away.
survey complete.
Ooh! And we got a mineral thing. And we can build it there. You are now done with that, so... Is there any more tropical stuff around here? I think we looked really hard and didn't see any. Nothing in the nearby area. So here's what you're gonna do. Check out that continental. Yeah, just check out a few of these while you're at it. How much? 40? Yeah, don't risk it. Don't risk it. That one seems exceptionally high likelihood of failure. Do 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 do. You appear to be lost. Here, go this way. And then come in and know me better, man. Well, that star is hidden right underneath that thing. Alright. I'm guessing there's like a ton of tropical worlds right here. There's gotta be. Because otherwise, we got really screwed on our start. But not as bad as other games I've played. Just not as great. Pew,
System
pew.
survey complete.
Which system? That system? That's not a great system. In fact, one could say that system is shit. Ooh. Hello. That's pretty good. Does that mean we finished this right away? You said 100. I really don't think you meant 100, though. Pretty sure you lied. This is the Gaia world? Happiness plus 15%. And minerals plus 10%. So minerals would be plus 25% on this system. This is a really good rock to settle on. It's insanely good.
Anomaly found.
Research that one. I trust you. I trust you as far as I can throw you.
Construction complete.
Make our research even faster. Do. Well, we're not gonna have to build anything out there. That's for surezies. Not gonna build anything there.
Research complete.
Would build something there. Ooh. The food's good, because it'll help us grow a little bit faster. This is also pretty good, though, but it's gonna take twice as long. 3 years versus 1.5. This will just save us credits, this will help us grow faster, and save influence points. They both will save influence points, but this one not as much. So we'll do this one first. You fucking failure. How could you do this? How could this happen to me? You go up here. We are still ways off of our first colony ship. 5 months away.
System survey complete.
Reduce 21. We monthly gain 20.5. You should go back home. I think we're paying slightly higher maintenance since you're out there. Excuse me, I have a bit of a stuffy nose. Not really stuffy, it's like sinusy. So like, you know, it's all upset about stuff and such. We did finish our colony research, so we'll go ahead and investigate all these aliens, get these projects started up. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Eta, Theta, Iota, Lambda. I know Greek, yes I
Anomaly
do,
found.
only enough to get myself through physics. That kind of petered out.
Station under attack. Hostile fleet engaged.
What? What? Why you do this? Also, why you do this? Get out of there. It's the third fleet again. They're finding every fucking ambush on the way
Station
home.
under attack.
Oh, this real bad. You fucking amoebas. Oh my god.
Situation vessel encountered.
That is such horse shit. Are you level 3? Yeah, investigate that and then finish the system. Research. Oh my god, that really sucks. Because he's gonna blow up both of them. And they're not even doing any damage to it. Well, there goes 180 minerals. For no fucking reason, other than the AI is just like, I'll just dirt my way through the system. Let's at least try... Okay. No, when we did that last time... No, when we did that last time, you got shot up. So, Why don't you go back this way? Fuck you! That is
Special project
such
complete.
bullshit.
Situation
Study
log
the
updated.
amiibos.
Special project
Goddamn
complete.
assholes.
Special project complete. Special
We
project
have much to
complete.
gain.
Special project complete.
Much to gain, flying monkey.
Special project complete.
Much to gain, flying bird.
Special project complete.
Much to gain, fox peoples.
Special project complete.
Study the
Situation log
crystals.
updated. Special project
Let us
complete.
not interfere.
Situation log updated.
Establish a listening
Situation log
post.
updated.